What's poppin', moviegoers? I'm your host, Mark. This, of course, is Transit Reviews, the 4th episode, so I've got a special thing for you. It's movies from the Coen brothers. These guys are amazing. They are brilliant. They do great movies. You know, they become cult classics almost instantly. Some of them took longer, but eventually they find their right market and they make the big bucks for them. I'm going to show them to you from my least favorite to my most favorite out of the 5 movies. So to start off, Fargo with Frances McDermott. It's got William H. Macy also. It's funny. It's not my favorite one from them. If anything, it's my least favorite one from them. They, I guess, delivered what they wanted to. It became a big cult film. It deserves everything. You know, it's a great film, but it's personally not one of my favorites. So on that basis only, I'll give it let's say 7.2 out of 10. Definitely though, if you're into their movies, if you've seen a few of them, then you know this won't hurt you. But I wouldn't suggest to see this movie first before the others if you're trying to prove a point about them being awesome. Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? George Clooney, John Turturro, John Goodman. This, of course, gratefully acclaimed. Everyone loved it. Personally, I watched it not long ago. I remember liking it more when I was younger, of course. Now I've seen way more films. I know what I like. Doesn't take away anything from this film. This movie is definitely one of the great movies from the Coen brothers. I'm still not going to say it's their best because although it's got a hilarious cast, it's got everything, you know, you want from a movie that represents that era, I gotta tell you, it only gets about an 8.5 on 10. It's still a great mark, don't get me wrong. I definitely recommend it, but I can't give it a perfect mark because they have topped themselves repeatedly and repeatedly with better films. So check it out. Great purchase or rental, but definitely a purchase. It's something you want to keep. Recommended. Third film, Raising Arizona with Nicolas Cage. Hilarious idea for a movie. An ex-convict and an ex-photographer for a cop station fall in love and can't have a child. So they choose to take a baby from one of the town salesmen, which is a very big celebrity, because he just had quintuplets. So they figure, hey, we'll take one and we'll steal one, and it won't make a big difference. They'll still have 4, right? So it grows around this, and then people come into the story, of course, and you know, shit hits the fan a couple times, but it always keeps a very great comedic edge. Definitely one of their good work. I give this the same mark though as I gave Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? It's definitely like an 8.5. But still highly recommended. Another movie you might want to buy and not just, you know, rent. I recommend it like 3 times over for sure. You'll rewatch it over and over again. Raising Arizona. 4th movie. It's a recent film. No Country for Old Men. Definitely awesome film noir. You can't get any film in this genre that can top this, I guess. I mean, sure, we've got a large archive for films of this sort, but this definitely made it popular again for sure. And just on that alone, you know, you can give props to the Coen brothers for creating such a great art film. An instant classic. It's got everything you want. Let's face it. There's a guy who's going around killing people with like an air tank, you know, like just blowing holes in them. You can't go wrong with this. You know, people die, twists and stories continuously. There's heroin involved. I mean, it'll keep you on the edge of your seat for sure. It's a highly recommended movie. I give it a 9 out of 10. So, No Country for Old Men, definitely another buy. You could rent it, if you're not going to buy it, but definitely, I say you buy it, you're going to rewatch it over and over again also. Finally, the last film, The Big Lebowski. That's right, another movie with John Goodman, Steve Buscemi, and of course, John Turturro, and the main star, Jeff Bridges. Bowling, rugs, people pissing on rugs, nihilists. I mean, Flea from Red Hot Chili Peppers plays a character in here. Tara Reid before her botched boob job, which is apparently all she's famous for now. Definitely, it will keep you laughing. If you don't like it, then you're definitely not gonna like any of the Coen films, because this is the movie I think you guys should base your opinion on. I give it an instant, 10 out of 10. It's a cult classic. It did its time before it became popular, and it definitely deserves all of the fame it's received since then. So, The Big Lebowski, definitely, this is a buy. I'm not even going to say rent it, just go out there and buy it. You can get it for cheap. I did, it cost me about $10. It was definitely something. I mean, you're going to save money. Why go see it in theaters when you can, save most of your money and just, buy it for $10 and watch it at home. So definitely go buy this. Buy this now. Buy this movie. Look into his glasses. Look into his glasses. So that's it. Tell me what you think about the segment, of course. Leave me a message on whatever side this will appear, and I'll try to, reply, or at least just read them. We'll see what happens. So tune in next time, episode 5, of course, and let's keep this going, I think we're on a good roll. So, see you soon. This is what happens when you fuck a stranger in the ass.